All right. Hey, Duddles. How's it going? All right. Let me see if I can't get this all figured out because my audio is all sorts of messed up. But I should have you here. All right. Do me a favor, say something. Nope, didn't work. God damn it. So, they got the mixer tab on the side. Thank you for Mr. Hyde for that follow. For some reason, it's not picking up like my displays or anything like that. Audio input, maybe? I don't know. No, have you? All right, so if I do that, everyone should be able to hear what I hear. Say something, Duddles. Please work.
Hello.
Yes,
hello,
yes,
hello.
we got Duddles. Yes.
All
Sorry,
right.
guys. All right. Little fly by the seat of our pants. All right. So tonight we have PuntaKill versus LiT's U, or Mustang as people call him. Are we gonna go with Mustang, or are we gonna go with U on this? Because I feel like
I've been calling him you, even though I know that he's Mustang in Discord. I don't know.
Let's see if I can't get Hey November, how's it going? All right, Punta just asked for uno second. I don't know how to say second in Spanish, so segundo. No hablo español. That's what I know.
Segundo. Uno segundo, por favor.
He's in a ranked game for 23 minutes, so better be a good game.
Yeah, hell of a warm-up.
He's been playing. He's been playing all day, so no excuses. I wonder how Mustang is doing.
Yeah, in that sense, I feel like sometimes playing all day can really help me just get nice and warm. It can also really hurt me because I start developing bad habits and my fingers start to hurt and I start cheating a lot. Like I'll start F2ing more because I'm just like, yeah.
No, I get you.
I don't feel like microman.
And then when you get a losing streak and then you get tilted, then your mentality is all sorts of fucked up.
I really like your video going on here. The StarCraft video with all
The montage. Yeah. Yeah.
Force Bear Slice twice in a row. Yeah.
Oh, on the follow train.
Yeah. I guess. Is it on the follow train? I'm just looking at ConFed Gaming. It's like Formless Bear Slice, ConFed Gaming, Formless Bear Slice, ConFed Gaming.
There's
the roaches. Formless Bear Slice.
I don't know why FXB is up there so many times. Like,
I think it's random, huh?
It is randomized.
It's just the will of the gods.
I mean, I have like 4 of my team's emblems up there, so I mean, I kind of cheat. But it is my stream, so my rules.
Yeah, I honestly am surprised you even put other teams on there.
Well, this is kind of like my neutral site. Like, I got affiliated with All in the Nightest, so I'll be streaming on there. So that's why I put up all the organizations that we kind of work with on there. So that's why you see JSL, 1F Pro, Benitis, Validity, all the other teams that we. If I had their emblem and I got their permission, it's on there. I feel like it's a nice flair to the community.
Sorry, I'm drinking a beer on stream. That's
No, it's okay. I'd allow it. I get hammered on stream once or twice in my life.
Yeah, me too. Like even when I casted, we did the Taco Cup, and I got pretty lit. Not to be confused with the team. I did not join lit during that stream. I actually drank alcohol.
Jeez. Punta's still in that game. Someone check out his stream and harass him. We're over here 15 minutes late because of him.
Dude, you know, I want to give a shout out to King of Blunts for just having like pretty good Photoshop abilities. He's able to get really simple items, and it's not, it's never like look at my goddamn logo above my head. Look how stupid that is. That's so dumb. And then you have like King of Blunts rolling in here with like the coolest looking lit logo that he probably made. It's just like super simple. It's just 3 triangles that are different colors stacked on top of each other. Just then lit, shining through. It's really easy. It's really simple, but it's like that's good design. Good job. Lit always has good design.
Yeah, didn't he do all the JSL stuff as well?
I think so. Yeah. Then I think he gave me a super purple double circuit, which is cool. I guess it's like pink actually. Look at that logo. Really pink.
Oh, KLB does a lot of good work, so. Jeez, 27 minutes. What is going on with this guy?
He's trying to play mech. He's like, okay, so I'm watching a Velo stream. I built 8 planetary fortresses, and I'm just using ghosts.
Does this work? Somehow it does.
It's not really going in my favor, but the game's lasting a long time.
It feels like there's a lot of moral victories. Can I turn the volume up for Duddles? Of course I can. I can do that right now. Turned them up by 45%.
45%. Oh man, my voice can. I do get really excited whenever I actually cast the games. Just to let you guys know.
And I can turn myself down a little bit. So. If that's a thing. Alright, so. PuntaKill is still in this goddamn mech game. I'm just assuming it's mech at this point. Like,
yeah, if it was bio, he would have just given up at least.
I mean, bio, I feel like that the limit is like 25 minutes, and then you're just dead. He asked me for 1 second 6 minutes ago.
It's a hell of a second. He's from Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
It's a Tennessee second.
Is that okay? This guy, oh, he's playing against someone that he won't leave. He's dead, but he won't leave. Is he Terran? I mean, that's a very Terran-y thing to do. Not gonna lie. I may have done that out of rage.
Oh, people do that to me all the time. I had a...
I've only done it once. In my defense, I've only done it once. I lifted all my buildings, scattered them across the map, and I walked away from my computer.
I've done it. I've done that. If somebody cannon rushes you or something, yeah, do that. Because they're, like if I cannon rush somebody, I expect them to do something like that back. And then whenever they do, I clean up the mess afterward. I'm like, okay, let me build Void Ray.
Build 19 million fucking Void Rays and
Yeah,
kill
like,
2 buildings.
I'm just gonna take 8 bases, just because why not? But I played against a Terran in an automated tournament, and we tied. I had like 6 immortals because I'm an asshole, and I proxied double roboed him, and he lifted up his buildings and walked away. You know, but after he cleaned out my whole base, and I had, I didn't have work or anything. And then it let him move on, and I don't know how that works. I had a higher score. I had actual like, units. He had a CC. I don't know how much minerals he had afterwards, so like he technically could have landed and built a order, maybe. But it was just upsetting. The other guy got to keep playing the tournament, but I didn't. Even though I had ground superiority.
Okay, he won. Thank God. I was gonna say if he left that game just to get this. All right, so obviously make the game hard. Yada yada yada.
Yep. Sorry for the typing noises for a minute. Let me just make sure we have everything squared away. I guess I'm kind of adminning a little bit. So get everything squared away, and we can get this started, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna send that one to Andy. Oh man. Well, see the miracle with that is Andy's just gonna fast forward through all of that. Like, fast forward.
He will, but it'll still be humorous, and he'll appreciate the since going. Okay.
So who you picking in this TV's? All right, so let's talk about the players a little bit. So we have ConFed's best Diamond 2 NA, who recently aced out a game for us against LiT, and he beat Mustang, or you, whatever we call him. And so this kind of brought up a little bit of this show match, grudge match. And and do you know anything about Mustang?
I know nothing about Mustang, I'll be honest.
All right, so we know nothing about Mustang. If someone in the chat wants to talk about Mustang, explain who he is. I know he's a Diamond 1 Zerg, and Punta's best matchup is TVZ, so he's fighting up a couple hundred MMR, but, when you're playing that matchup you really enjoy, you always can always do a little better, in my opinion.
So you is Diamond 1.
Yep.
This is all I know. almost 4,600 MMR. So good player.
Yep.
Definitely going to be challenging. It's going to be an uphill battle, I think, for PuntaKill, unless he has a really strong TVZ, which I think TVZ is pretty Terran favored. I think actually most matchups right now are anti-Zerg favored, unless you play Bio Terran, in which case Zerg just dominates it. But I don't know. Protoss seems to have an advantage. I am the host, and I'm still here.
So his TVZ is sitting at a comfortable 52%.
Okay. And let's go ahead and look at use ZVT at a comfortable 50%. And look at his ZVP is 82%.
I was going to say, I don't think any Protoss is favored in ZVP right now.
Dude, I don't know. I have like a 70% win rate. But yeah, 42-9 is his record in PvZ. Thank God PuntaKill is not Protoss. Yeah, way to go. Not thinking Protoss is main race.
All right, well, the guys are readied up, and you want to hop right into this?
Sure. Okay. Oops. Let me do it. 3, 2, 1. That's basic. Who's base face? Why am I missing him? All right, here we go.
So this should be good. All right. Now, uh-oh. that whole. All right, we're good. We're good. I figured it out. All right, in the top left, playing for ConFed, it is the best Diamond 2 in North America. It is PuntaKill.
And in the bottom right, wearing the blue trunks representing Team LiT, it is you, Asterix Mustang. Looks like we have a pretty standard game already. By that, I mean they're both building workers. Yeah, triple drone coming up after that Overlord, which screams 17 expand from the Zerg player. Looks like we could potentially have a, calling it really early on this, but a Reaper fast expand for PuntaKill. So
oh,
both
we got
players...
pool first out of
Mustang. 17 pool.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good hard counter to the very meta Reaper expand that PuntaKill still does. Unless he goes straight into Marines, which he has done that before, and he gets that really early factory.
So one thing I do want to point out is there is a rotating siege tank trophy at our Zerg players' Nexus, or not Nexus, that is a hatchery. But if you look at all the fucks given for trophies in PuntaKill's base, there are none. It is barren. That is a... Let's see if that means anything, which we all already know it doesn't.
I mean... You know how I won my first Diamond tournament?
How?
Kira disconnected. It was against Kira. He was playing Zerg, and he's very cheesy. You think he's cheesy as Protoss. I'll tell you what. He's even cheesier as Zerg. But,
I bet.
So he was just going to Ling Flood me or 14 Ravager or do something cheeky. But... Yep, he disconnected, and I got the auto win. That's how I won my first Diamond tournament.
You know, nice and earned. That's what I like to hear.
Nice and earned.
That's,
well,
I've had a tournament where literally two people disconnected, so I was like in the finals just by signing up for it and pressing ready. You know, like really, it just takes a lot of skill. And then... in the finals, the dude was AFK. He readied up and then he left and he came back like 2 minutes in and he was like, "Oh crap, GG," just like left.
Whoops!
I was like, "Congratulations, here's your trophy." Way to go! Very, very hard win. PuntaKill is hanging out as if he's a Zerg player right now with that Reaper. Queen showing up nice and close to where that Reaper is not really going to be able to go away very easily. Is able to get away with just 20 health.
But he got the information. He got the two Lings. He knows there's no Lings coming across the map now, which is weird because if you go for that early pool, I feel like you should punish the undefended natural of the Terran base. Now he's just going to be annoying here and can't delay this third as long as possible. Some Lings are going to come in, but the Queen's going to have to get over here and waddle this Reaper away.
Is this ledge jumpable? It's honestly something I should totally know for considering Abyss's been on the map pool for 14 years now.
Yep. Oh, he's gonna get the drone too.
Yeah, get the drone, but now he just forgets. He's like, that Reaper's done. It did its job. Doesn't even care about it anymore.
Killed 4 Zerglings. Delayed the third forever. And Yu is droning up like he has a third, but now he throws down Roach Warren. So. He's sitting comfortably at 31 drones. Punta's macroing up to 26.
Yeah, and two Overlords have seen this 4 Hellion run by coming in, so he knows it's coming. That Roachmorn is coming down. It's not going to be done in time. He's going to rely completely on Queens to defend this. Bad rally from the Hellion. It's like that, or maybe they're just getting some scouting information before they actually go in. I feel like they could do so much more damage than PuntaKill probably thinks right now.
But PuntaKill did build a Viking. He's going to go around and deny as much Overlord spread as possible. And, yeah, we got Cyclones on the way. He's going into Battle Mech, as they call it now.
Oh, and just going into those Hellbats, I don't know if that's the best choice against just Queens. Would have been great against a little Ling Flood coming in, but 3 Queens will absolutely just wreck that little Hellion crew. So good job from you by playing the ramp. getting the queens where they need to be in the little sweet spot. I do have an Overseer coming out and plenty of roaches to defend pretty much any mech play that is coming in early game mech. Siege tanks would be something I'd like to see to counter this, because Banshee's going to be good, but he did blind Spore, but only in his natural.
Yep, he did sacrifice an Overlord before he got the scout off. He did see the cloak researching.
Oh, so I guess, yeah, it's not a blind Spore. The Spore.
But this Roach push, he's bringing the queens with this too. If Punta doesn't respond properly to this is going to do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, this is something I've been seeing a lot from Zerg players lately. Is they have a kind of a Roach, either a Link Flood, Bane Bust, or kind of something that just involves dropping the queens in with it. So either a Roach Ravager or all Ravager all in.
And here we go.
Saying, hey,
here we go, Duddles.
Queens.
He's coming up the ramp. He's got one Cyclone goes down. Boys need to get pulled. But the queen's going down. That's a big deal.
Right. It is a big deal, and there are no roaches with this. It's something that the Ravagers are good, and they have really high DPS, but they have almost no tanking ability, especially when compared to a Roach. So 4 Ravagers are not going to be able to take out 3 Cyclones that easily unless he gets really great biles, especially with this Banshee, which does take a huge hit. Huge hit with that the SCV falling around trying to repair it. That's great, but these Ravagers are going to be able to pick that SCV up easy peasy. It definitely does send them away. He's probably going to get at least 1 kill, if not more, unless Punta's not careful against those biles. But it looks like 1 kill is pretty much all we're going to see from that for now. Banshee does uncloak and starts to get repaired. Oh, it doesn't get repaired. That SCV is gone.
Yep, we got +1 range coming in for you. And his third's up. Third is mining.
Well, I don't have any upgrades going, but I appreciate the...
How many times we're going to hear this pun?
Hopefully just once.
It is best of 7.
Oh, all these Spore Crawlers going down right away. Good job, the Banshee going there. So at least getting a couple drone kills. Looks like a...
Yeah, there's nothing in the third to stop it. And is he... With 2 Banshees, can he get the kill on this 4th? He gets the kill.
Does, no cancel.
No cancel. That's a huge pickoff for PuntaKill. He's doing... And he's being on top of his micro and flying away. And he's closed the worker gap just to 2, but Yu has a big round of workers coming up, and he just drones back up.
You has is just such bad grammar. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it. Guys, I'm sorry. Good scans of information coming in from our Terran player.
But, you know,
our Zerg player is almost has 3 bases saturated.
Yep, Punta has been up on his SCV production. He's actually only 1 SCV behind. Super oversaturated on his main, but we got a big battle mech coming into the third. With some roaches and some Hellions. The big biles go down. He dodges them. These Banshees are super low too, so...
Yeah, both of them picked off almost right away. These Cyclones, probably not enough to handle all these roaches and Raveners. They get right up on there, and these Cyclones are all going down. So Zerg lives to fight another day. What is the response for PuntaKill? Looks like you definitely just gained a huge advantage in this game by taking out that army. It seemed like it was a little bit of a overextension, or not an overextension, but just something that maybe could have been used to snipe some workers and run away instead of committing so hard.
But with all this factory tech on the way, I'd really like to see Punta go into Blue Flame, get that. He does a phenomenal job with harassing. And now he's just going to move command a bunch of Hellions right by all these Ravagers. He gets the important scout, though. And
he loses, 2 Hellions in the process?
Yeah, I mean, that's not that bad of a trait. He has Thors out. I'd like to see some more tanks, but... And that's where he starts right away, some tanks, some Cyclones.
You know, and I do see that he's getting +1 weapons right now for his vehicles. But I would like to see more upgrades. As you said, Blue Flame would be really good. There's not a lot of Zerglings on the map, but these Hydras, if you're gonna have to fight Hydras head on, you're gonna want a Blue Flame to help out at least a little bit. If you're gonna have this many Hellions, you're gonna want to do as much damage as possible. Thor's about to soak up so many vials. These Thors actually drop way faster than you'd ever anticipate. But however, the SCVs do come in and get the repair. Pretty good job from Punta. Good reaction.
And he doesn't lose that much either. He's still ahead on the workers. He's not ahead quite on upgrades, but Spire on the way out too. No missile turrets just yet, but he does have Thors.
And he does have 2 completely double saturated bases, apparently, almost.
I know he really needs that 4th and 5th pretty bad.
You know, and this is a weird situation. Where does the Terran build their 4th? Do they build it?
I go to the southeast of his 3rd, right where he's going right now.
Okay. Yeah, because that high ground is definitely important. I see a lot of people going to that forward most one.
Yeah,
it's popular for Zerg because of it's good for getting your reinforcements to your enemy's base quicker. But for every other race,
but we haven't put Duddles. I hate to interrupt, but we got a big push out by the Zerg coming across the map, right into where Punta has his 4th.
Yeah, his 4th is getting canceled at the very least. Oh, he does get the canceled. Very good job from Punta there. You just taking his time, not overcommitting, going right around, skirting around, seeing what other sort of mischief he can get up to. Which I really like this play from him. He's definitely going around behind where he knows PuntaKill's armies most likely, which he was right. Tanks are not sieged right now. They are just all unsieged during this engagement. And Yu's able to do a lot of damage. Almost gets a bile off on a cloaked Banshee, which is really good. But it does look like Punta's going to be able to clean this up.
But at what cost? Punta has some Hellions in the the 4th. We have Swarmos coming out.
That's pretty couple patches ago meta against mech, but it does work. Caught a couple of them with their pants down here, not able to do a lot of damage with just 2 Hellions.
And honestly, it looks like it was just army trade for army trade, but that Zerg Remax is a lot more deadlier than Punta's. Punta's economy isn't as strong.
Exactly. These 2 factories coming in right now, one at the tech lab, one at the reactor, it should be very helpful, but reactors take about 12 years to make. I think the difference is tech labs are private contractors, and the reactors is definitely a government-funded project, so it takes a lot longer to get those done.
Can confirm.
I'd love to see him repair this Thor. 12 kills in this bad boy, too.
Oh, we got a Nidus network coming down, and Punta sees it right away. Ooh, and this big Roach Hydra army coming into a big tank line.
Absolutely, and that's pretty scary because that army could probably break through, but it would break through, and then that's it. Maybe 2 Roaches of 5, so definitely a good job backing off. It's already looking like it's going to be a pretty long, drawn-out macro game from both players, and I'm already impressed with a lot of the reactions and their abilities so far in this game.
Yep, but I mean, Yu is up to 6 bases now. 2, 4, 6. Yep, 6 bases. Punta's still on 4, but he's just building that unkillable mech army. He got another Nidus detected. Let's see how his reaction time to this one. And he's not reacting at all to this. Does he not see it?
No, he's even moving tanks around away. Looks like he... Oh, and this is just going to be a snipe. Very good reaction afterward, though, because the swarm hosts are only going to be able to take out, refineries and then go back home? That's the cheapest thing. That's the best case scenario for PuntaKill.
Yep.
Although, to be fair, they were free.
Now he's going to do the march across the map, but I'd really like to see... he's got a bunch of tanks still sieged up. And this is just a horrible placement for the Terran. The Zerg's just going to chase him down.
Yeah, absolutely. They're completely getting crushed. The last thing you want to do is get caught in the middle of the map whenever you're on the move as Terran. You want to have some sort of a stationary situation where you can siege up and play leapfrog into the enemy's base. But instead, he just got all of his siege tanks unsieged. They were just regular tanks. You don't want regular tanks in any engagement.
Right now we have Broodlords on the map.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't. I'm not going to call it early, but I will definitely say this is leaning heavily into the Zerg players' favor. There's these Vipers doing abducts of the Thors, which is kind of a weird choice. This many siege tanks. The siege tanks are going to be able to clean everything up, but the Brood Lords coming in, they are SOL. No Viper or no Vikings to reinforce or help out at all. Well, 2 Vikings, but that's not going to be enough. This many Hydras and the Viper there to clean everything up as well. This is definitely a deadly hit squad coming in from the Zerg player right now.
And I feel like that's a GG scan right there. PuntaKill taps out. And you takes game number 1.
I did it, guys. Okay. I'll try my hardest to stop doing it. We just need to start calling the guy Mustang. It's gonna be better.
That was a interesting game. You know, I feel like Mustang felt like he knew he was going to be going mech, so he just kind of built. I feel like he could have done more damage with that early pool, especially with him going Reaper expand.
Yep. But I think he was just playing it safe, kind of making sure that there wasn't like a proxy 3 racks or something going down. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons you would do that, and he didn't emphasize it and didn't like do a link flood or anything. Mm-hmm. But link floods usually you're gonna have you'd want 2 bases for a link flood pretty often unless you're 13-12-8 because you're just not gonna have the production you need. So I don't know.
Looks like our next map's going to be Ascension, a lot bigger map this time. So we'll see if PuntaKill changes up his play style a little bit, decides to play a little Bile. I know he plays both, especially against Zerg, likes to play it up.
Yeah.
So we'll see what goes on. What do you expect? Do you expect more of the same out of Mustang?
Yeah, I think I'm not going to see an early pool this time. I do expect to see either some sort of cheese or a faster expand. Why do I have Honey Badger?
Yeah, no, this doesn't go well when I play PuntaKill.
Does he beat you?
Yeah, PuntaKill smashes me, dude. Like, straight up. Like, it's 2-0, 2-0. I think I beat him once or twice. I beat him twice. Once in a macro, once in a cheese game. So, but... Alright, we got readies up. So let's get this next game right underway.
I just got just waiting on you. Not you. Waiting on you.
Oh, Mustang. Yeah, get Mustang.
PuntaKill hopping in on the you memes. Who, me? I already said I'm ready.
So let's I'm waiting on that ready. So alright, we got that ready now. So let's hit that play button.
To Ascension to IRLE version 0.12, whatever that means.
0.12. Wonder maybe there's 12 changes in the map. Who knows?
Yeah, probably. Alrighty, you want to get us started off?
Yeah, in the top left, in the blue trunks, playing for ConFed, it is the one, the only, the best Diamond 2 in North America. It is PuntaKill.
And in the bottom right, wearing the red, representing LiT Esports, it is you, Asterix Mustang.
So, looks like gas first out of Punta once again. Pretty standard. It's not looking
Yeah,
like
just
any
really-
any super cheesy cheddary stuff. Punta's not one to cheddar a lot. He doesn't like it. He'll 3-rack Reaper, but that he feels like that's an opening, not a cheddar. I kind of feel
Yeah.
the same way, but oh, we get some Punta babies in the chat. Get some sub love for PuntaKill.
Yeah, after some really nice words said by the same person. Very, very supportive. Yeah, another early pool coming from gasless pool into expand. I am diamond with Zerg, but I'm diamond with Zerg strictly through just playing hyper aggressive. So these kind of builds like this, it's just really odd to me. I know it's safe. I think it's like doing a 2 or a 4 stalker open as Protoss. So you do you 2 gate 4 stalker expand. Drop a robo immediately afterward, and then just pray for the best because you're probably gonna be able to defend anything that comes your way within that time. So maybe that's kind of the same mentality of this build, but I'm not completely sure. I think really I'm guessing he's doing it just for the early queen.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Punta throwing that factory down right away, dropping some mule hammers, doing his Terran thing. We'll see if he adds on more factories or if he plays bio this game. I'd really like to see some of his bio play. He's very good at it. 2 lings are coming across the map. And he's going north, which is good. He's doing that to avoid the Reaper, which is going to be really good because this is the denial I was talking about last game. He's going to get those 2 lings around when the Reaper should be on U's side of the base. Side of the map. That way, you either have to cancel building the CC, then you're delayed because that's just annoying. But Punta might get this done before these lings get in. He'll get this done before this ling gets in here, which is good for him. He will lose the SCV, but and Punta's going into a 1-1-1. He comes in. He only sees a couple queens. No third base yet.
Yeah, so definitely this early pool's obviously for the queens, considering he has 3 queens out within the 3-minute mark. That's a pretty large number. Going armor upgrade first with this evolution chamber, so looking to sustain damage, which is usually not a very aggressive, obviously not super aggressive build. Link's getting cleaned up by these Hellions up top immediately, but they were just pretty much scouting, getting information,
and
saying, "Hey, are there Hellions?" And there are.
Yep, but behind that, he's dropping 2 more racks, so we're gonna see a pretty big 2-base push out of the PuntaKill. Probably some tanks, some marines, some stim.
Absolutely, stim is on the way. Another reactor going down at the starport.
Bane nest on the way out. This is your standard, Heart of the Swarm bio openings, except for with an extra racks. I mean, it's a 2-1-1, but 3-1-1. I don't know. I prefer going 3 racks as well too. So I feel like you have too much mineral income for just 2 racks by itself, but delays your third quite a bit. And we got a scan that goes down. He sees the Evo chamber. He sees the spawning pool.
Sees another queen.
Yep, he does not see the Bane nest though, but oh, that scan gets everything. He sees the Dropper Lord being morphed. He sees all the Banes being morphed. Oh, all the queens are going in with this. Queens and
Queen Baneling drop. Yep.
I've never honestly ever seen that before.
Well, it looks like we're not going to see it.
Punta pushes back in and makes him drop him again. Kind of evening out.
I have no way of calling this.
It kind of evens out. Punta's building his 3rd in base, right on cue. He's getting his +1s way before the Zerg's even thinking about his +1 attack.
This looks like it could be a potential all-in for the Zerg player. I think he was just waiting on that third Overlord to be able to get.
Ooh, but
Coughed up.
big Q. Oh, he sees it all. if he's paying attention. Man,
trying to drop those banelings on top of this army, but PuntaKill's just not having any of it.
As long as Punta stays,
he knows what those are.
Yep. Oh, and he's queued under the one with the queens, and
it was a happy coincidence, or happy. That's very lucky of him. Last thing you want to do is queue under the one with banelings in it.
So we'll be see if he can get anything done with these drops.
Oh, Speedling's coming by and doing a lot of damage to these Hellions while this main attack is slowly coming in. Only,
but the Viking here is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to lose all these. Oh, he found a little nook. He's going to wipe up all those.
Yeah, so most of those banelings were lost in that drop, but a little bit of pre-spec going on, which is really good. Only one Marine dies the first bit of banelings. So
now it's just Stim Marines versus Queens.
Stim Marines versus Queens, and this is definitely going in PuntaKill's favor. I think that if he's able to do this and then drop enough, fast enough homes, some boost drops into this base, he could end this game very early. It looks like that's exactly what he plans on doing.
He's just going to load up, go across the map. He's going to try and deny this third of Mustang. And he's going to go land his own third, and he's going to add on more racks. He's doing his Terran thing. He's going to build more Marines, stim and win, as Gamer Richie does say.
Right, and so he's going to drop right into the sweet spot. And there's actually, he's completely undetected so far with this drop. I'm sure the Zerg knows it is coming. But lots of banelings are being made right now. We have 4 on the way, which could be enough to clean this up.
Does he have Bane speed?
He does not have Bane speed. It is not on the way either, so he just has the banelings. So that'll give PuntaKill the ability to a lot of damage. The Zerglings are coming in. It looks like they're just trailing in, not attacking. No surround is happening quite yet. He's able to give himself plenty of surface area to work with, and he's trying to give a little bit of spread. He's able to do just enough to keep those Marines in there. The Evolution Chamber is going to be denied the +1 attack, and he lifts up right now to see what other mischief he can get up to. Fantastic attack from PuntaKill.
Ooh, and this drop right in the nook is going to really stop any surface area. He's going to deny mining at the natural. These Lings are going to come in. He's going to target fire the Bane Nest now. He's going to lose this drop, but will he snipe that Bane Nest?
He will. I think it's going to be just enough. Almost enough.
26 HP.
Oh, man. So close.
But that did so much damage as long as he's not floating a ton of minerals. And he's just going to do the same thing again. He loads up another double drop, and he's just going across the map again.
Right, but if he's not too cautious, this little Ling run by right now, it's going to come around to the top and sweep into the third. If he keeps these
units
here, he'll be fine. But if he moves them away, if he does move out again, try to get some more damage done, he will lose a considerable amount of workers.
And here comes the Lings, Duddles. And they're going to all morph into Banelings. This is going to be some massive damage, but at the same time, he's going to kill the 4th of Mustang. There's going to be nothing at the 4th from Mustang to defend. All the Banelings are across the map. We're going to stim in here. He's going to snipe down the... and here come the Banelings. Slow Banelings.
Oh, but all those workers are going to die. Oh, so many Bane hits. 16 workers died right away. But the counterattack, only 2 workers have died on the other side of the map. He did snipe a base, but how much more damage is going to be able to do?
But look, Duddles, look at that army depleted. 77 to 15. Duddles just needs to move across the map, and that's exactly what he's doing. These 2 tanks and this Bioforce are just going to meet up with this other force right here, sitting at the natural. He's going to try to snipe the Hydra Den.
Yeah, and these Banelings do come out, and so let's see if he's able to lift up fast enough. He is, so minimizing the damage as much as he possibly can from those Banelings. He's able to come in. GG is called.
Punta evens the score.
GG!
We got a series on our hands.
Yeah, just 1-1, and that game was really well played from both players. That Bane, I'm watching the stream right now. It just hit that 16 worker kills in that Bane run by. But I mean, how much is it worth it? That was what, 9, 10 Banelings?
That was way more than workers? 10. I think that was like 12, 13, maybe 15.
Yeah, that's so many Banelings for that. So I mean, like you're sacrificing how much for a race that can just drop a mule down and replace it, you know?
I mean, let's be honest. It takes like 3 mules to make up 16 workers.
Yeah.
We're going to Catalyst.
Protoss is so OP.
It is. The one thing.
I don't know. No, it is, but I'm just saying, like, mules are fucking disgusting.
Mules are awesome.
Yeah, they're super. All right, we are going to be moving to Catalyst.
And fun fact, PuntaKill loves this map. This is his favorite map of the map pool so far.
I like this map too a lot. This is a...
Especially he loves it in this matchup. He loves the 3 narrow paths that you have to take. You just siege up and you shell away. But we're jumping right into this game. Everyone's ready. Everyone's hyped. You versus PuntaKill. ZVT on Catalyst.
You know that like Time magazine or it's like People, it's a person of the year from Time, and it's just like a mirror. And like Big Lebowski, that's what they did. That's what this is. So it's like PuntaKill versus you viewers. I know it's bad, guys. I'm sorry. Stop. It's better than the previous ones. At least I had a little thought into it.
In the top left, playing for ConFed, it is our very own PuntaKill.
And in the bottom right, currently holding a 1-1 stalemate, it is you, or you may know him as Mustang.
So, and he's walling off. He's going Rax first. Is he doing the Moja build? Nope, he got a gas. Never mind. He just went, is he gonna 3 Rax Reaper? What are the odds, Duddles? What are the odds?
I don't know. I feel like 3Rax Reaper is still down there. Is pretty low. He does have another SCV coming right now.
Yep, this is 3 Rax Reaper. We were just talking about this, weren't we?
Yeah, this is fantastic. So, but he's not doing it as a proxy, which I think does. That's where I think you can differentiate this being a cheese build versus an opener.
Yep.
So this is just an aggressive opener. This isn't a cheesy all in. This is just him saying, "Hey, I'm going to build a ton of units early instead of expand early."
Yep.
Which a lot of people just throw the word cheese out. I think it's like cheese is used too loosely. This is not cheese. This is just hey, I'm going to build 3 of the same unit a lot.
A lot. And I'm just going to macro back home.
Yeah. If you macro behind it, it's not cheese, my friends. 2 cannons as a cannon rush outside of a hatchery is not cheese. That is just delaying your hatchery.
Tell that to Kira.
Well, he probably builds more than 2 cannons.
I don't think I've ever seen him only build 2 cannons.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's cheese. There's a difference.
All right, first Reaper's on its way. Let's see what Mustang's gonna do here. He takes an early Roach Warren, so good for him. That's gonna do really well. And again, these Lings are gonna avoid this Reaper opening, and PuntaKill's gonna come in and see the hatch. He's gonna jump up, see the 1 queen.
Really good control.
Yep, he's on top of it.
My Reaper control is so bad. I need to take some notes.
And this is when you see that 3 Rax Reaper moment. But that early pool will mean he has a little bit earlier speed, which is it's going to hit right at 3 minutes versus 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But 7 roaches on the way.
That's going to shut this down pretty hard, I think.
Yep, Punta's got to sniff this out real soon and build. But at the same time, you build 1 tank, you can hold this. That's a very hard wall to break. And you're going to have to take damage from the Reapers the entire way across the map. Yep, he sees the Reapers and he's going home.
Yeah, those roaches definitely did put his tail between his legs. But it's only 2 roaches for Reapers. I mean, with enough micro, you can hold this off. It's gonna be a little bit more challenging with the Zerglings, but those are gonna get evaporated.
Yeah, but they're speedlings, so.
Right,
that's
but he's
a
not gonna
lot
have
of
the numbers
roaches.
to fight. It's also a lot of Reapers. And those grenades are doing a lot of damage. He's gonna kill at least one of them by the time he gets home.
Nope,
And at home he has. Oh, that really good save on getting that getting that Ravager. These roaches are hitting right now, and then he is going for bunkers, which is smart. And they are going to finish in time, so he's going to be able to get enough units in here to where I don't think he's going to be able to hold. Maybe get some SCVs, pull the boys, and repair this bad boy, and you'll be good to go.
But no repair.
Yeah, no repair coming in at all. Trying to get as much damage as he can done with these Reapers right now, but this is not going to be enough. He does go into the other bunker, and it looks like I think the Zerg is going to be overwhelming right now. Too many Reapers just died.
Yep.
I don't know what PuntaKill can possibly do about this at this point.
GG is called.
GG is called.
And Mustang takes a quick 2-1 lead. Yep, that's I feel like he should have got tanked. So right when you see the roaches, get a few tanks.
Right, I think the bunker trade was good. I think he just thought he might have been able to delay those roaches a little bit longer than he could. Not a bad reaction, but also a very good foresight of you to just suddenly get that roach war. That's super early roach war down. Like quicker than usual. I guess maybe he was anticipating mech or maybe anticipating this, but I mean that's very strong. It's really good play.
And also the lack of the SCV pull really did hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if PuntaKill turn around and take game number 4. Take nothing.
After I get this started, I'm going to have to drop out for just a minute. I mean, I'm going to stay in, obviously. Just going to have to mute myself and go say hi to some company that just walked in. But I'll be back in just a moment if that's okay.
Yep, just as long as you start up the game before we...
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm not going to... Just going to let you do it solo for a second.
That's fine. You's got to change his race.
Alright, and I'll be right back.
Alright, we're jumping into this game number 4. We got you versus PuntaKill on Odyssey. ZVT. Alright, in the bottom right, loser of last game, seeing if he can turn it around. In the blue trunks, playing for ConFed, it is PuntaKill. And in the top left, playing for Lost in Translation, it is you, aka Mustang. I expect more of the same out of both these players. They're both pretty standard players. There's not a lot of cheddar, not a lot of weird builds. I will say game 2 was a little weird for you, but we'll see if he just goes back to his standard play and see if he can't get another W out, or if Punta can play some more mech, or if he wants to play some more bio. He looks really strong in that bio game. So let's see if he reverts back to his roots and plays some more bio, or he tries to make that mech happen again, make Velo proud. Again, we got a pool first coming out of you. A little bit different. I don't have my Zerg expert here, Brookdale, to explain the difference between a pool first and a hatch first is, but we do have Duddles back. Welcome back, Duddles.
Hello. I forget that you can see me. I was gonna try to startle you and say something random and just got off of what you were talking about, but you can just watch me sit down.
Yep.
So, gold expansion, huh?
Oh, wow. I was busy reading the chat a little bit. Yeah, that is, let's see if, yep, Punta's going right for that. He's going to see it right away. What did you do from here? Ooh, he's going to bunker rush it.
He's going to bunker rush. That's what I would do too. So, interesting move. So he had, I didn't see what other building was canceled, but another just in case a natural is going down because he knows that it was spotted. Because as soon as it was spotted, he canceled one building. I don't know if it was a roach warren or what, and then he also canceled a second extractor. I would guess he would be going really heavy into either Ling Flood or Bane Bust kind of situation from this. Maybe it was that an evolution chamber that he canceled.
I wasn't paying
Is there a way to
attention. I'm
show
sorry. No, because it'd only go to units lost. And this one Reaper's gonna start tagging away at. And it looks like Punta's gonna play Bio again. It's a 2-1-1 opening.
I think he's just a better Bio player. He's new to mech. Even though mech is effective against Zerg, that doesn't mean he's going to be more effective in this matchup playing the new thing.
He did beat you with mech. As in Mustang, not you. I feel like he could roll you with mech, but...
Well, he won with the Bio play.
In VSL, he won game.
Oh, okay.
That's how this all started. Well, it started on a ladder game. Yep, now we're getting the big Ling Flood. Let's see if Punta's going to be ready for it back home. Hey, he's only made 21 drones and a whole bunch of lings.
And he's pulling his drones. Where are these guys going? Looks like they're all going to the gold base because screw any other resource production. That's pretty smart. So it looks like, yeah, he's going straight to a super high mineral income.
Yeah, but this is going to be deadly coming across. This is a lot of lings. PuntaKill does not have a wall at his his natural.
He can lift that up and he'll be okay, I think.
No, dude, you're so far behind economically. 3 base versus 2 base, and the Zerg has a gold.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is pretty lost too. Does he have a Bane Nest or anything? Bane Nest just now gets dropped, so he's not really going to be able to do much with this on the low ground. Unless he gets an Evolution Chamber, because those build a lot faster than Bane Nest, and I feel like a drop would actually be the best situation right now for him over the Bane Bust. Because the Bane Bust, all he has to do is get some Hellion, Siege Tank out, something like that. You're going to be able to deny a lot of this.
Yep. Look at the income graph. 1,600 minutes. Punta's keeping pretty even. Yeah, but this Flood's gonna come back in, and it's not gonna be any good for PuntaKill.
Yeah, you have to look at the worker count too. I mean, they are on gold, but it's only one more, and I think he's going for more gas than Punta is.
Ooh, here comes the Banes. He did not see the siege tank, so that's good for PuntaKill. You know, if he could focus fire these Banes onto with the siege tank, that will be really good for PuntaKill. But I don't know if he's paying attention or if he's just gonna go straight for the natural. He's going straight for the. Ooh.
No, he's sending the Lings in first to kind of at least distract some attention, but huge tank hits. All the Banelings die right away.
That could have not gone any better for PuntaKill.
Yeah, that was the best case scenario.
That was literally
17 kills in this siege tank. That was you cannot have a better situation than that. And what does he have at home? He's doesn't have the production of capabilities to deal with whatever PuntaKill has right now. That's a lot of Marines. With 2 medevacs coming in,
spread out too, and
he is starting to clump a little bit more. It's starting to look a little scarier. If he had some more Banelings in this army that he has right now, any Banelings, I think he would be able to handle this drop. But I think with
he's gonna land and he's gonna go in and be able to snipe everything he's got off. A lot of Lings are coming in to the PuntaKill's natural, but he's got those 2 tanks. He's slowly building up that wall at the natural. He's got that 1 Marine, spotting Marine, sacrificial lamb. Ooh, he just did a big SCV transfer though.
He's just hiding underneath the siege tank. He doesn't want to save the workers as much as he just wants to kill the Lings. Lings do go back home. I think that he knows there's something fishy, that there's no army here, and he's about to get 15 kills.
And down go all those drones. 13 drones go down. PuntaKill takes a massive worker lead. He's gonna snipe.
Yeah, snipe the gold base completely. Now these Lings are coming back, and they will be able to scare this drop away. I think this is enough to be able to clean it up unless he does react to it properly. So that PuntaKill does lift up and get out of there as soon as he can. Yu is still in this game. However, he is definitely behind. It looks like we are going to be going potentially, if this keeps on going in PuntaKill's favor, this could be a 2-2 game.
Oh, big surround on these Marines. And he notices at the last second, Hydras are out. And he's going to go in. Is he going to drop the third or the natural? He's going to drop the natural. He's going to stay busy with these drops, do exactly what he's going to do. He's going to pull that army back.
Building more barracks at home as well. Well, his third is on its way, trying to get completed. That's going to be the last saving grace for our Zerg player. These Hydras are, if he's allowed to mass up these Hydras, he definitely will be in this game.
But PuntaKill already has 4 siege tanks. That's gonna deal with those Hydras oh so well.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be game ending right here. But if for any reason he's able to maybe do a run by behind this and make it and force him to come back home, anything like along those lines, even though this wall I think is complete and that's not going to be the case, but if he keeps those just little mistakes, could save the game for Mustang. Although he's supply capped right now, so it's definitely needs about to be more supply capped. This is just not looking very hopeful.
Ooh, but PuntaKill losing that that medevac only leaves him with 1. I will say that it is a downfall of PuntaKill's playstyle. He does not like to get a lot of medevacs. I think it's a mental block for him. So 1 stim from these Marines, and that medevac is going to be out of energy, but I don't think it's going to last that long. I think these tanks are going to get a couple shells off, and it's just he's just going to do the A move from here.
Marauder's coming up front, hoping to get some of these Bane hits on them instead of the
beautiful pre-split.
Spreading.
And we got a Terran siege on the natural of you, and I just don't feel like this is gonna have enough umph behind it. Yeah, he gets some of the siege tanks, but there's still bio left. He does not want to fight outside the range of these tanks, though. They are his 1 saving grace. That was the best fight you could have got. There was a lot of Bane hits on those.
Right, and if you look, I mean, we have a lurker den down, so this could definitely go into a very interesting, into an interesting dynamic coming up soon with only 2 bases for scans, although there is plenty of energy for this. These lurkers are going to be coming in, plenty of lings as well, hoping to maybe try to wrap around one of these siege tanks, be able to delay some of the attack focus elsewhere while these lurkers get situated. Queen doing enough damage and just keeping itself occupied. This Marine just seems to be keeping itself alive forever. Oh yeah, this Marine does come down, the scan does happen, so the siege tanks are cleaned up, so I think that was actually the best possible scenario for Mustang. These Overlords keep on a really bad rally. He just keeps on losing. How many Overlords has he lost this game? He's already lost 11 Overlords in 1 game. That's not a good feeling for a Zerg player.
Nope. And look at the supply, 73 to 108. 60 army supply. Like, how much can lurkers keep you in the game? As long as PuntaKill scans properly. There we go.
Keep the siege tanks at a nice distance and out of range of the lurkers.
GG's called. PuntaKill evens the score once again.
We are going into a 2-2.
I will say, the man's playing his heart out.
Both players.
Yeah.
I think at this point in a best of 7, people just start saying maps. It's not even a preference. It's not like I'm gonna do
honestly, good on this honestly, I'd pick Battle on the Boardwalk first just to get it out of the way.
Right.
I'm that type of player and captain. Like last season for All in the Nidus, when top seed got picks, I looked at my Zerg players. I'm like, you're playing on that weird fucking Arab meta map, and you don't have a choice. I want to get that map off the list. Win or lose. We gotta go.
Got a go from both players. Looks like we are going into game 5 on Blackpink LE version 0.6. gotta be specific, you know, like
Yeah, super specific.
chat wouldn't understand otherwise. They'd be like, wait, Blackpink, but which version? Because I have seen. Actually, is this the one that they added the Reaper jump spots? They did.
Oh, there's Reaper maps on. Oh, there is. All right. Anyways,
Yeah.
in the bottom left, in the blue trunks, playing for ConFed, it is our one and only PuntaKill.
And in the top right, representing LiT Esports, it is you. Which, by the way, I just want to say, my wife has friends in town. There's a wedding we're attending this weekend, so we're hosting friends to stay over here who are living who are out of town. And they're probably all listening to me do this right now. So it's just 3 girls probably making fun of me very hard, but I don't care. Hashtag too much passion.
Exactly, dude. So I got mobbed for some orders, and I was in Fort Devens for a little while, so I brought my whole PC setup down there. It was right in the middle of All in the Nightest season, and I was there for a month, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to bring everything with me. Casted an entire series, an entire All in the Nightest game, with my barracks door wide open, so I had like 6 drill sergeants behind me, like, Flanders, what the fuck are you doing?
And you're just like, hey, the Zerg player comes in with the Ravagers.
Exactly.
My drill sergeant's yelling at me, and I don't care. I'm playing StarCraft. Did we go pool first every game? They're both opening almost the exact same every game. The one time PuntaKill deviated from a standard open, he lost that game pretty handedly. So I don't think either player is going to be doing any cheese anytime soon. It makes this interesting.
To answer your question, Wither, so how good is Smart Servo Viking Harass? I feel the Smart Servos are best paired with Hellion run-bys because you get to kill all the drones, and if they're not paying attention, you morph them into Hellbats, you roast everything that comes by, and the Hellbats just take down the hatcheries so fast, then you just morph them back, and you run away. That's just my own 2 cents. I don't know. Duddles, do you have a preference with the Smart Servos?
You definitely have more experience than me. Whenever I play Terran, I don't get that sort of
No, honestly, I follow PuntaKill is probably the best player I've seen with him so far. Of course, I don't watch there hasn't been a lot of high-level play, like doing it started streaming again. So I really haven't seen him utilize that upgrade a lot, but I've seen PuntaKill get it every game almost.
Okay. And what is Smart Servos, just for us who...
It speeds up the transition of Vikings, Thors, and Hellions.
Oh, okay. That's a very interesting upgrade.
So the animation is like 3 times as fast. I don't know exact numbers. I can look them up for you if you really want. But it's super fast. Like, they morph almost instantaneously.
That's actually a good happy hour, Mitosis Gaming replay happy hour trivia question. How much faster does that upgrade benefit?
Ooh, and he sees the Roche Warren. Oh, and he dodges the drones. He's going to lose the Reaper, though, to the Queen.
But he got the information he needed. He knows there's drones coming.
And that
Roaches coming,
tank coming out. He needs a bunker and 1 tank. Bunker. Yeah. Bunker like yesterday.
With the bunker.
There we go.
Bunker's coming down right now. It's more bio too, because roaches. I feel like the DPS ratio of
this tank
total mass
is going to be a little late. If he's going to need a Viking to snipe down that Overlord, because these are all going to morph into Ravagers, and they're going to just pick away at this bunker and any tanks he's got.
God, that is so many roaches coming across the map right now.
Ooh, but perfect timing. He needs to pull boys.
Oh no, that is taken out right away. But look, this looks like a pretty solid engagement.
Yep.
For our Zerg player, this is just such a back and forth series. This is an early GG, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that Punta can do to save this. Viking comes out just about 5 minutes too late. Does land, so it can die immediately because Vikings on the ground aren't just not enough. GG is called.
GG is called.
Yep. Get taken out of this particular map. Blackpink quickest map, 4 minutes. 4 minutes 40 seconds.
I don't know. Was that 3 Rex Reaper map quick?
I don't think it was 4 minutes 40 seconds quick. It could have been. Actually, me check them.
I was gonna say, let's check the replays real fast. We'll get the answer to that real fast.
For 4:39. It was 2 seconds shorter.
It's okay. I was right, man. I was right. That's all that matters. So now PuntaKill with the map pick.
So their options are Neon Violet Square and Battle on the Boardwalk. If PuntaKill wins this game, we will go into Game 7. This is match point. We're going to Neon Violet Square.
Yep. Match point, boys and girls. Match point. And we're going to this map that has weird squares in the middle. Just can't rush him. You'll be fine.
I mean, he'd literally never see it coming.
Alright. We got our players in the correct positions with the correct races. We got a go from PuntaKill. Let's do it from Mustang.
Alright, going into Neon Violet Square, one of the weirdest looking maps I've ever played on, and strangest everything.
Yeah, I just avoid
Avex.
the middle. Avoid
Avex
the middle.
made this one, right?
No, he did not. I don't think so.
He made Blackpink.
I'm not.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I thought he made this one. 'Cause he usually makes the kind of oddball ones, like this, where you have like that weird expansion in the back and that sort of stuff. He really likes to just try to create interesting dynamics. But I played him on a 1v1 on I think it was this map. I honestly can't remember which one, if it was this or Blackpink. But I know it was one that he made, and so it was really cool to like play him on ladder. Oh, wait a second. Oh no. I'm just gonna shut up now. We're not even gonna do introductions, ladies and gentlemen. We have a
drone rush.
Drone rush. A 16 drone rush after a double extractor. She says, "This is one's for my boy Starkiller."
Does this work, Duddles?
Yes, it does. Vidanovan and I do this on 2v2 ladder, and it is disgusting.
Oh
no! Don't build the expansion. Don't build the expansion.
Oh no, he's gonna
Anything but the
scout.
expansion.
He's gonna scout though. He's gonna lose this. He's gonna see everything coming in though.
Oh, just build, do it quick! No, put it up! Oh,
yes!
That block is huge, and I think that he just won this match. I mean, that SCVs are gonna die for sure, so he may not get a completion on this. But he is just gonna keep on sending one SCV at a time to come to make sure that these get built. Barracks behind it, whatever. He is going to be able to get 2 Marines and win this game right now.
Oh my
nothing
God.
back at home. Secret to this, by the way, if you drone rush is leave one at home. You know, get some sort of mineral income just in case, because you're gonna need a spawning pool eventually, because they're gonna lift their buildings, because it's Terran.
Wow.
I wish Starkiller was in chat right now, because by the way, I love Starkiller. He's a really cool guy. But yeah, one Reaper is gonna come in and really
wreak havoc on everything you hold dear.
It's gonna make you have a real bad time. Real bad time.
Like, do you go?
So now we can finally see our 3 racks open.
And he's going into a tech lab. Like, what? He's got to know this. One Reaper can just go across the map and kill everything.
Win the game, because he has to get an Overlord. He doesn't even have enough money for a spawning pool, which he needs to build yesterday. I probably would have built the spawning pool before I built the Overlord.
Yeah, but he's supply locked. He couldn't use those larvae he had.
But that's fine. You can the amount of time it takes to build a spawning pool, you can get an Overlord out in time.
So let's see how his drone control is. Punta, don't get surrounded.
It's like, I know that this is gonna be easy, but it's not gonna be that easy. Hopefully he's doing if he's doing a little targeting or anything, I think this will be done. I'm not rooting for Punta right now. However, I do just think Drone rushing in a 1v1 in a best of 7
On
whenever
match
you're on
point.
match point.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a little. I mean,
It's a little cocky.
Every game that Punta's won, I mean, he's really macroed quite a bit. So Punta has been able to show, other than that mech game, he's really been able to stay toe-to-toe macro game with you.
Yeah, and I'm pretty good. Hey, last one of the day.
I mean, we do have one more game probably after this, so there is plenty of chances to do more.
So, so he is at least being smart about using his drones to, you know, build buildings, build extractors, build die. Hey, what's that? Whatever. You can do spore crawlers for some reason.
Because they're
extractor trick going on. Yeah, I guess that's good. I think a spine crawler would also be pretty good though, because it would just get it the hell away from your base and you just leave it there. Queen it does finally come out, but the worker count right now is 24 to 19, 2 bases up for the Terran player. We have complete tech, plenty of Marines coming out right now with 1 SCV for some reason. Not sure if that's just a transfer. Nope, that's coming with
he's
the
going to
army.
make bunkers.
Oh, bunkers, that's good.
And Stim's going to be done, and he's just going to go across the map and stim down this one queen. Like, he should avoid the natural. Like, just go right into the main. Kill him.
Yeah, I'd ignore. I wouldn't even build the bunkers. Honestly, I would just go in. Maybe build one behind, so if you're retreating, you have the bunker to go to. That's smart. Okay. Look, everybody else here is probably a better player than me. SCV's at home anyway.
Oh, it is. It didn't go with. He didn't
go
with the poise.
Third. Looks like he might be thinking about a third base.
GG's called. And we're going to game 7.
Yeah. All right.
Game 7.
Verolios.
How much salt?
Salt? There's been none. It's been a very respectful grudge match.
I feel like this is the second generation of LiT and ConFed players that aren't as salty about everything. So this is the time. Pro brush, they have shields.
Dude, pro rushing is bad. I've tried it. It doesn't work. Drone rushing, I don't know what. Drone rushing is the only one that works.
Yep.
Can't explain it. I don't know.
Game 7, match point on Battle of the Boardwalk.
By the way, I say sweaty. That means you try it like super try hard. I've never been more ready in my life. I just want like hearing PuntaKill say. He says it in all caps, but I can still hear him say,
in his voice.
I've never been more ready in my life. You know, this like this super calm.
Dude, did you see that clip we sent in his Discord of him just raging?
No, and I need to because people talk about that, but I've never seen the guy mildly upset.
Oh, dude, he gets so salty, especially. All right, so we're gonna try to get introductions done this time. In the top left, in the blue trunks, playing for ConFed with the team on his back, it is the one, the only PuntaKill.
And in the top right, representing LiT Esports, hero of the drone rush that got completely blocked by a supply depot. It is LiT's Mustang. Were you? Tried to do it backwards that time. That was not as smooth as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, have to apologize.
That's about as smooth as hugging a cactus.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
We're probably gonna see, yep, same thing. Pool first.
Pool first into a super interesting Reaper fast expand. Just kidding, guys. It's fine. Standard games are fine. We've had the cheese. There have been cheese games. That's all that counts.
Yes.
You need a little bit. Looks like he is taking gold first. Nope.
You know what, Duddles? You know what we haven't had?
What have we not had?
Battle cruisers.
We haven't. But this is looking like another 3 racks open. Which I kind of question a little bit. You know, how successful PuntaKill's been with just bio play. It's weird that he would go with Reapers again. There's a weird map for it. I mean, there are just so many places you can jump those Reapers up.
Yep,
but
I was just about to say, there's plenty of... There's not a lot of choke points. And he's bunker rushing the natural, too, so... We'll see how... It's only 2 racks, too, so it's not super committal.
Yeah. But there's still just no expansion. It is scouted, so he does know it's coming. Zerglings are out. They don't go towards his base. They instead are trying to go the long way around, maybe looking for a proxy of some sort.
Perhaps, but the first Reaper's out, and it's going to deny any sort of mining at the natural until the Queens waddle their way down there.
Yeah, let's give him like 30 minutes.
But that's a tight wall up at the... Unless he goes for the rocks in the back door, like...
Yeah, but you know, one thing that is just super effective on this map is just an evolution chamber. You know, like just hey, all you really need in this map at all is to just drop 8 Zerglings onto that boardwalk and just send them on in. And yeah, the Hellions already moved out, so it's like, hey, free worker kills, things like that. So this is a really tough map to be cheesy on. People say, hey, it's a hard cheese map. Really, it's a great all-in map, bad cheese map.
Yeah.
But with Ponto, what he's doing, this isn't cheese. He's building command center in a really interesting spot, just blocking off anything from the ramp. So if he did drop,
no, that Zerglings can get by on either side of those.
Can it?
Yep. Especially that south side one.
Well, it looked good. Next time, just pretend like I know what I'm talking about, okay? Get on you, Badger.
All right. I'm sorry. I know. I'm trying to correct your Terran mistakes, and
it's totally fine. Yeah, but I still like that because at least he can see something coming in that way. Gold base is down, so we're looking like we're going 3 bases. That bunker was cleaned up pretty quick.
Yep.
I guess 2 queens is all it needed.
These 2 queens, spine, and all these Zerglings.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, and these Reapers having a really hard time with their pathing, and almost all of them die right away. This is just not... I don't know how good this is looking for Terran right now.
No, it's not looking good at all for Terran.
PuntaKill's not about to have a good time. These Lings are about to come in. We have a siege tank that's about to be ready, so this actually is about to get a lot better for him. He's able to siege up. He's going to be able to take whatever base he wants pretty easily with that siege tank there. Maybe not be able to hold it so well with that natural.
But this is what I'm talking about. You go down to the southern position. You kill these rocks off. And what I do when I am forced to play on this map, you build 2 E-bays right there, and it completely gives you a solid wall right there.
Does it?
Yep.
That's good to know.
That's and then I put my armory down there. I like to keep my upgrades in the same area.
When I play Protoss in this map, I put 2 gateways down.
Yeah, same 3x3 squares. Yeah. So same idea.
Yeah, so that way I just see A, I can have vision on it, and B, like it's not as easy for them to count how many gateways I have whenever I'm completely all in them.
He needs to take this natural soon. He's falling desperately behind, especially with you taking this gold in the back door.
Yeah. And you never want somebody to take the back door unless there's permission, you know. Yep. And this is not consensual. This is a very poorly done back door. This gold isn't even completely saturated yet. And look at the mineral difference.
Yep. 1800 versus 13.
Oh, it keeps on. It's exponentially getting better for the Zerg. It's going to be a matter of time until this natural comes down. But
yep, he scans. He sees it. PuntaKill knows he's in a little bit of trouble, but he did.
What he doesn't see. Oh, he does have a
supply depot wall. Yep, I was
and with the supply, that's very well done by the map makers, by the way, to be able to allow supply depot there, because 2 SCVs are going to be able to repair that forever.
Yep.
It has to be Bane busted in.
Roaches, Bane busts, something more than Zerglings and Zealots.
Right.
But yeah, Terran's fallen further and further behind the longer this Zerg has this gold. It's just not looking that good for PuntaKill right now. He's actually floating a lot of minerals, but his supply is flying out of control.
Right, and he's about to be supply blocked again. 69 out of 70. He does have depots going down, so his microcycle isn't that bad by any means. It's just more of an economic.
We got xCloud in the chat. Jesus, 3-3 Punta fighting hard. So much for Punta's prediction of a one-sided match. Yeah, Punta was really counting himself out. Like, I actually put money on him to win. So, if he loses, we're going to have problems, Punta.
Yeah, no pressure, buddy. But I'm going to be really mad at you on a personal level.
But he needs medevacs. Where are the medevacs with this army? And I saw a game of... Ooh, this is going to be bad. He needs to siege those tanks with Bane speed.
He does have the siege, and he does have the Marines standing in front of the tanks. Spine's coming in. Not very much of a spread, though. Ooh. He's able to back off. There's just way too much coming in right now, and it's absolutely cleaned up. I don't think there's anything that he can do to counter this now. I mean, if you look at the units, you have 23 Zerglings, 13 Banes against 17 Marines. If he goes into attacks right now, that's GG.
I think he's gonna go drop that the gold though.
Gold base.
He's gonna buy as much time as you can, but
right. But honestly, if I was a Zerg player, I'd base trade it. I would just go for it.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. He's there's no splash, there's no tanks, there's no widow mines. He's going to try to evacuate the natural. He's going to pull the boys to fight. Thank God these Banes are a little far behind.
Oh, but here we go. 11 workers killed right out the gate. 14. 15 is going to go up to 17 right away. All 3 mules die as well, and there's still plenty of Zerglings here to at least make him lift the natural up. The drop is just now landing in the bottom right in the gold base, so we do have a little bit of damage getting done. No workers even died yet, just now 2, and that Spinecrawler is already getting a couple Marine kills, and he needs to save as many of these Marines as he possibly can. Medevac is able to survive the Queen's attack, so this gold base will certainly go down, but he doesn't have the kind of economic damage that he needs, especially with this many Zerglings in his main base doing this kind of damage, especially in Hydras now as well.
Yep. 24 workers now to 55. Like, you can pull back and just... his macro cycle is kind of slipped. He's floating a lot of minerals. But,
the beauty of Zerg, though, is you can just press your hatchery hotkey and press S then Z. Hold that bad boy down, and you will be fine.
Well, his injects were a little off, too. You know, he's only got 8 Hydras coming out.
Yeah, and he has, I mean... this many Banelings in such a compressed area coming through. But he did have the Hydras in front of the Banelings, which is bad, but now it's in a more open space. It's going to be bad news. He's going to just skirt on by and saving this medevac with the majority of the units in. The kind of damage that he needs to get done right now, I don't think Punta's going to be able to do, and I feel really bad of saying this, but I don't think that there's anything that our Terran player could do to get back into this game except some sort of Hail Mary play of turning into Zerg and Bane busting, hitting a bunch of Baneling hits on workers or something, you know? Like, it just seems like there's the economic advantages.
I mean,
actually, the economic advantage is in PuntaKill's favor. Right?
Yeah, 2 base versus... Ooh, but those tanks are trapped. That's not good. He's got to kill his own eBay to get those tanks out. And this Hydra Baneling army is coming through, and those tanks are at siege.
Yeah, this medevac still has some Marines in there that are probably loading out just a little too
14 workers more go down. The only thing that saves Punta right now is that he's on 3 base. He has 3 CCs.
But he's about to be against a 5 baser.
Yes. No, I agree. The writing is on the wall. Just lost 20 workers, 13 workers to 55. And he sees this drop coming up across the map. He's gonna go try to cancel this gold again. But I feel like this is just the beginning of the end for our ConFed hope PuntaKill. A lot of Banes are being morphed in. A lot of drones are being made.
He's definitely trying to get. He was trying to chain over there and get a little bit more workers killed, but at this point, just a few Zerglings and a Hydra's gonna be able to come in and at least make this move away with the low health of the medevac and the units underneath it. I mean, just looking at the supply.
Oh, 4 health. 4 health that hatchery has.
Oh yeah, that's awful.
That's like a burst from the Marines.
It is now almost double the supply for you on PuntaKill. Siege tanks coming in though and getting some good hits off. Definitely a lot of units coming down, but it's not going to last long. There's too many Hydras here, and these siege tanks do fall. So the Hydra's able to move across the map, and I think this might be the end right here of our Terran player. Too many Zerglings, too many Hydras coming across the map. We have well, seven Zerglings. It's not too many.
But it's 22 supply to 54.
Knocking that down pretty quick though, on both sides. Maintaining the 50 a little bit quicker, a little bit better than the 122 was.
Yep.
So the Zerg player is taking bad engagements, but they're bad engagements he can afford.
Yep. And now he's
getting cold. Siege tank does come up, and he needs to get those workers out of there now that the siege tank is there. You don't want the friendly fire on your SCVs. The tanking damage there is good, but
at what cost?
Not units. Yeah, those are not units you can sacrifice. So we now have 1/3 of the supply, over 1/3 of the supply. I'm sorry, less than 1/3 of the supply for the Terran player versus the Zerg player. Remaxing almost instantly.
Chitinous playing is on the way. 2 ultras. Like, there's nothing has here that can combat ultras.
Yeah, there's ghosts aren't anywhere in sight.
A third base is not in sight.
Yeah, he has the CC, but it's just been sitting there producing SCVs, which is just not what you wanted. But maybe taking that gold base earlier could have saved him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Punta just plays so much better whenever he plays a standard bio. That's whenever he's at his best. Granted, that's not to say he plays poorly in cheese or whenever he
makes it happen.
Makes it happen. It just seems like the most powerful Punta we've seen today has been his just standard bio play. Borderline unstoppable. I don't really know how people beat that style. And the Ultra pops out, saying hello. Just a little too late, but 2 more Ultras coming out, 3 Ultras coming out in this base right now. Rallied away right over this medevac is saying, oh, seeing it, and I think the Punta might know this is GG. Medevac does get picked off.
Yep.
What is the counter to Ultras? I know Ghosts do a really
Ghosts,
good job.
Vikings, Ghost Liberators, or tanks.
Also, did you ever realize in the middle of this map towards the south end, there's a chest that has 2 wisps flying around it with like an orc logo on it?
Oh, that's cool. All right, but we have big engagement coming down here. We have 5 ultras, lots of banes, some hydras, and only 2 tanks, a little bit of bio.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think these ultras are going to be doing so much damage. They're coming in and all this bio, the fantastic stutter stepping coming from our Terran player right now, but the ultra lists have just too much armor, too much attack damage, too much shield. GG is called. Looks like LiT takes the victory. Absolutely phenomenal series. There's no shame in either player. I think it was phenomenal performance from both players. PuntaKill should in no way hang his head in shame. Losing a best of 7 when it comes to game 7 hurts probably worse than just getting 4-0'd, as you can see by the long U and the 4-letter word that he just spelled out. But chin up, buddy. That was a fantastic map hacker. Discord?
Let's see if
Winner
we-
interview?
we can
Okay,
get
yeah,
him
let's
here
do
for a
that
winner
for
interview.
sure.
He's looking for. He's going for the restroom real quick, and he'll jump in. That's too bad though. Punta put up a hell of a fight. Remember, he was fighting up a couple on MMR, so a 4-3 falling to you is not that bad. Battle on. Why are you creating another game?
I forgot that he has to accept it. I was gonna try to I was gonna try to just like drone rush him while he was AFK. Be like, well, I beat the champion, so I'm the better player.
Yeah, no. He has to join the game first there.
May I ask a favor from you, Better?
What's up?
Whenever we're done with this, do you mind hosting Andy?
Yeah, I can throw him the host. I can definitely do that.
I
So,
don't know how much longer he's gonna be on, but
KK back. Check EMs. ConFed Discord. Right, okay. Once I lost the game because I sieged my tanks and my Thors decided to walk around the map instead of fighting. Oh man. Trying to get him. There he is. Welcome, Mustang.
Hey, what's up?
So how's it feel to have that 4-3 victory?
Feels pretty good. It was a good series.
Yeah, it was. It was a great series in my opinion. It was very back and forth until the drone rush.
I wasn't sure what I wanted to do that game. I'm like, I want to pull something original, but I'm not quite sure, so why not Drone Rush?
yeah, and I like that you gave the shout out to Starkiller. I'm a huge fan myself of the guy. So that I got a kick out of that. That was pretty funny. That would have been devastating if he didn't get that supply depot up in time. And he was really fortunate that he had that.
Yeah,
forward
it
PCB.
was split-second timing. I was like, oh, I almost had it.
Yeah, that heart wrenching just. Ugh. So does that
honestly,
work?
I didn't know who I was rooting for. I didn't know if I was rooting for. I didn't want the game to end in a drone rush, you know, like the whole series. I was kind of like, oh, like Punta, get that CV, get it over there and build the depot. But at the same sense, I was like, I want to see a drone rush work in a competitive best of 7. It was really torn. So that was fantastic. So let me ask, what do you think was the hardest? Just this is for Punta, just so he maybe can let's inflate his ego a little bit after he loses. What was the playstyle that you struggled with the most that he did?
Well, in the past, he played a lot of Hellion run-by style. He played a lot of, like, heavy harassment, and I noticed that in these games that I took, he didn't really follow up with much harassment, or I cleaned it up rather easily, and I think that was really what kept putting me in the leads in certain games. Like the first one, for example, there wasn't really much Hellion harassment coming out of his side.
Right. And I noticed you did a lot of, you pretty much opened 17 pool every game that wasn't a drone rush. And that to me that was bizarre. And just watching you play, I learned is because you wanted to get a really heavy queen count. Did you do that because you're expecting Hellion run-bys?
Well, yes and no. The first game I was wanting to play a bit of a queen heavier style just because I figured he might open up mech. And then I saw a bunch of Hellions, so I figured, well, it works out. But for the most part, I like to open up pool first just to get that extra creep spread queen out. And the extra creep spread, it does seem to really help. Makes a difference.
Okay. Yeah, you're speaking in a whole different tier language than I'm used to when it comes to Zerg. That's good, man. That's I think we were both kind of applauding.
Prefer that over the standard hatch gas pool?
Yeah, for the most part, I feel like hatch gas pools, it's a bit risky. There are some cheeses that I know Punta has done in the past, and I just didn't want to, like, put the chance out there that he might be able to successfully pull a cheese off if I went hatch first.
Yeah. So you were playing to the player that more or less than the matchup.
Most of the time versus Terran, I'll just play pool first just because I like the queen, but this time I was like 100% sure that I wanted to play pool first. Whereas some games on the ladder, I'll go like 50-50 hatch, pool. Depends on what I'm feeling.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I noticed that you went really queen heavy, and that's very like snootish style I've seen. To compare.
Locals. Well, I always hear anytime local coaches start a player, he's like, make more queens. So it was kind of refreshing to see a Zerg player who takes that advice and is very confident in just saying, hey, if I'm defending, why not use the best unit in the game?
Yeah, and I was really feeling their differences in the first game when he came around with the Banshees, and they just didn't really get any damage off.
No, usually he does a lot of damage with those Banshees I've seen, and he really did not get, like you said, any damage with them done. There's the harassment that I've seen him get done before in his mech games that he does very well in. He, like you said, he did not do a lot of those run-bys. But props to him, he did do very, very well.
Oh, no doubt. He played quite well himself. I think it was just a few things that made the difference between each game, and really small things, so it was a good series.
Oh, big time. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people are saying in chat how much they enjoyed it, so we'll have to do some more. Now, how long have you been in LiT, Mustang?
A month or two.
Okay. Like I said earlier, Duddles, this is the second generation of ConFed and LiT.
Oh, right on. It was a pleasure to be a part of it. I think this is a really cool grudge match. Is one of the most respectful grudge matches I've ever seen. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I will say, PuntaKill did get that W when it mattered the most. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
VSL.
Ladder fights.
Yeah. So from what I see is PuntaKill, whenever he goes mech in a casted game in front of a live audience, he's not gonna win. But whenever he does it in front of whenever he does it in VSL, he wins. Is that the case?
Yep. He's won every game he's gone mech in VSL. He beat Ultralisk. He beat you, Mustang. Yo, why?
I haven't played him yet. Heyo! Last one.
Why, Mustang? Why? Why? Where are the auto host in the Twitch settings?
I don't know. I think it's easier to just do /host and then who you want it to.
Okay.
In chat.
Yep. I'll do that uno momento once we're done here. But any closing words, Mustang, for your amazing 4-3 victory?
Shout out to everyone watching that I invited to come join us, and thanks for joining.
All right. Any closing words?
No, I just want to say thanks for inviting me. I don't know if you were saying that to me or not. I'm sorry I can't interrupt you, but thanks for having me, and thanks. I look forward to doing these in the future with you.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a lot more.
Yeah, thanks, Honey Badger.
All right, thank you for tuning into this episode of Honey Badger Productions. We can set some more games up. You got someone you're pissed off at? Send me the DM. We'll set it up. We'll get Duddles. We'll get Toss No Skill. We'll get Kira if you want. We'll get anyone. This is a channel dedicated to people who want to get that first step into casting. It's not always going to be me. It's not always going to be Duddles. It's going to be a bunch of nobodies sometimes. So slide that DM in. Hit me up. Don't be afraid.
Implying I'm not a nobody.
I mean, we stream and cast a lot, so we are kind of somebody's a little bit.
Right.
All right, but thank you for tuning in, everybody. I'm gonna send the host over to Andy Man now, so stay tuned for that replay happy hour.
Well, cheers, guys.